Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, June 28th, 2023. One of the things we have not discussed is the building inspection. So we had the building inspector out here, I think January 23rd, so I have until July 23rd to have him come out again, whether I've got something for him to approve or not. The building's done. It's been done since January 23rd. But let me back up for a second. Before the electrical was put in, I gave our building inspector a call, and there's only one of them. Gave him a call, and I told him that I was putting a loft in the barn, which, as you guys know, there's a loft in the barn. He said very specifically that my permit was for the barn or workshop only. He didn't care what I did to the inside of it. So take that with a grain of salt, but either way, that's what was said. Well, the project obviously got larger because we had to put in a staircase. And when he came out, he saw the stairs and now said that because he saw the stairs that he could not sign off on the workshop or barn permit until I have stair rails going up. So now that I'm getting close to time and I'm just really tired of this being in limbo, I'm going to start putting stair rails up. The other thing is that he said that because it's a residence, and I said, no, it's a workshop. We live in the RV. Again, going to be turning that into an office for Emily up there. But it's not a residence, but he said, well, it's kind of a gray area. He said it looks like a home. So in order to sign off on the permit, he also said that I needed to plant grass 10 feet all around the building. Well, now that I've added concrete pads, we have done some landscaping, I've planted grass. Our driveway goes this way, and we've been parking the vehicles on the other side, which eventually I might build a deck over there, but stuff all takes time. And then back here, I did not plant grass seed, but we started to put some gravel back here, and the grass is just taking off anyways. So technically I've done, well, not technically, literally I've done landscaping around 3 sides of the barn. And this side, again, I'm not messing with. This is kind of our parking lot right now. And eventually I might build a deck out over here, but right now it's our parking lot. So for me to plant grass seed back here is ridiculous. What we're gonna do though, like I said, is we are gonna start doing the stair casing. I'm gonna show you a photograph of what I'm going for. But that's what we're doing today out here at Deer Run Farm. Jumping ahead, got all 3 fans going on in here because I think the current temperature is 92 degrees, but with the humidity being 47%, I guess the heat index is somewhere around 99 to 100 degrees right now. So I'm trying to stay inside, in the shade. But I've got 2 of the posts up right now. About ready to put up the 3rd and then the 4th down here. What we're using is this Steel-Tek material that you can get at Lowe's. Basically, it pivots, so that's going to be our horizontal pieces. We're going to do 4 of them in between those posts. So just like the photo, that's kind of what we're going for. We had to make a quick trip to Lowe's to get screws because the hardware did not come with screws. So Emily's working on putting the hardware on the posts. So she's over here making noise like normal, screwing those guys in place. And then we got to do hardware on both sides of this post as well. Then we can start cutting the metal bars to put in that hardware that she's already installed. We also had to run into Capital City Lumber to get 2 by 4 by 8 or 10 foot pieces of cedar. So the cost of cedar has gone up quite a bit. Those two boards were $35 a piece. The 4 by 4 by 8 that I've used to make these, they were $50 a piece. So the cost of cedar is not cheap, but that's going to be our top handrail. So I've also got to drill holes, dowel it, glue it, and make it one continuous 20-foot long piece. Moving right along, we got that section done. Obviously we need the top rail, but again, I've got to dowel it, glue it, and get a 20-foot long piece, because the longest they sold was 16 and that wasn't going to cut it. But got these up there. Emily's obviously over here also cutting those. Getting ready to do this next section. Moving along, we got the second section up. Now moving on to the third section. In an attempt to make two cedar 2x4 10-foot pieces, a total of 20-foot long, to do the rail all the way up there. I'm gonna glue it and dowel it, and I'm hoping this works. All right, now that we got this thing doweled and glued, I've got some clamps and some 1x4s holding that together. What we got to do is pick this thing up, and what we're going to do is put it up on the posts and then get it secured, and then Emily can start sanding. So there we are, we got the top handrail up. Emily's doing the finishing touches of the sanding, but we now have stair rail going up to Emily's future loft. Gonna let this glue sit up a little bit more overnight, and then we gotta sand it down. But turned out really good. Really nice project out here at Deer Run Farm.